August 13, 1956. RAF Lakenheath, Suffolk, England. It's past midnight when radar operators pick up a target moving at an estimated 4,000 miles per hour across their screens. No aircraft in 1956 could do that. Then it stops. Completely stops, and holds position. That's when things get complicated. It didn't start at Lakenheath. Earlier that evening, radar operators at RAF Bentwaters, roughly 40 miles away, tracked a target crossing their scope in under 30 seconds, implying a ground speed above 4,000 miles per hour. The object then appeared over Lakenheath. Two separate stations. Same contact. Neither crew had any explanation. Witnesses on the ground also reported visual sightings. A USAF CA-47 crew flying over Bentwaters described a bright light streaking beneath their aircraft, so fast they couldn't track it. The tower at Bentwaters confirmed radar contact at the same moment. Visual and radar. Simultaneously. From independent sources. RAF Lakenheath requested an intercept. A de Havilland Venom night fighter was scrambled. The pilot, whose name appears in reports only as a flight lieutenant, acquired the target visually, described as a bright white light, and got radar lock. Then the object moved. It positioned itself directly behind the Venom. The pilot couldn't shake it. Ground radar at Lakenheath tracked both the Venom and the unknown object simultaneously. Controllers watched the blip representing the UFO move onto the tail of their own aircraft and match its every maneuver. The pilot confirmed it over radio. A second Venom was scrambled. Before it arrived, the unknown target simply vanished from all screens. The incident was documented in official USAF logs and British Air Ministry records. Reports were filed by multiple personnel across both bases. The case was not hushed up immediately, it circulated internally and eventually reached the desk of Project Blue Book, the U.S. Air Force's official UFO investigation program based at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio. Project Blue Book's initial assessment attributed the radar returns to a possible meteor and anomalous propagation, essentially, atmospheric conditions that can cause false radar echoes. The visual sightings were listed as potentially explainable by the same meteor. That explanation was noted. It was also noted that the object had held a stationary position and pursued an aircraft. In 1969, the University of Colorado's Condon Report, the most extensive civilian scientific review of UFO cases, examined Lakenheath-Bentwaters. Project scientist Gordon Thayer reviewed the radar data. His conclusion: the case represented one of the most puzzling and unexplained radar visual sightings in the records, and the evidence was difficult to account for by conventional means. Anomalous propagation can produce false radar returns. Meteors produce visual streaks. Temperature inversions can cause both. These are real phenomena. But they don't pursue aircraft. They don't hold stationary positions. They don't appear simultaneously on independent radar sets and to airborne crews at the same moment. The mundane explanations cover parts of the case. They don't cover all of it. Multiple radar systems. Independent visual witnesses. A trained military pilot who acquired radar lock before losing control of the intercept. Official scientific review calling it genuinely unexplained. Lakenheath-Bentwaters is 70 years old and still sits in the unresolved column. So what do you think? Is there a rational explanation, or is something else going on? Drop a comment below, and if you've had an encounter of your own, we want to hear about it. Subscribe to WT Historical for more documented cases from the edge of history.